would you take Belichick or Tomlin? I had to put you on the spot. Who NFL head coach? If you're picking one, who are you picking?
I would take Tomlin because I know what he's thinking. Whereas Coach Belichick, you have no idea ever what he's thinking. He played it very close to the vest.
Najee Harris, he's been really quiet so far this year, but he's already proven to be an essential piece of the Steelers offense. What do you think makes him such a unique talent?
Well, he's just supremely talented from a physical perspective. If you see him, he's a big man, but he has the ability. He can jump over you, he can go around, he can go through you. So he can do it all from a running back perspective. So it's just about giving him a little bit of space to operate. And that's what I'm saying when I'm talking about the offensive line, being aggressive downhill, giving him some space, because if you get him going, he can be really dangerous in the secondary. So that's the plan, to get effective running game going, giving him some space and letting him work downhill.
There you go. I'm not going to lie, I was excited to talk about running backs as a whole with you. You know, throughout this entire offseason, I feel like running backs like Austin Eckler, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, they've all been striking up the conversation about the contracts within their position. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on this conversation as a whole, around the value of running backs in the league. How do you feel about it?
Well, I think it's a situation where the teams are trying to the redistribution of the money. So, you know, in years past, when I was playing, the running back was the centerpiece of the offense, and the offense ran through the running back. So you paid the running back a significant amount. Well, now the game is going through the quarterback. So as a result, you find yourself paying the receiver, then you pay the second receiver. And now you've got to pay the tight end. In years past, you didn't have to do that. Now, because you have to pay the second receiver a good amount, and you have to pay the tight end a substantial amount, then there's not that leftover capital that you can pay the running back. So somebody's going to get shorted throughout all of this. And now they're saying, hey, with the lack of production from the running back, we don't need to pay the running back that much.
Obviously, the injuries have not only been a topic of discussion, but just a huge issue so far this season with guys like Nick Chubb, J.K. Dobbins. Do you think running backs are being more susceptible to injuries, the main part of this, in your opinion? Or what do you think where these injuries are coming from?
You know what? I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary, more susceptible. I think during the course of the season, if you look at, the running backs, you're going to get injuries, significant injuries from running backs. So I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary. It's just that it happens so early in the season. Usually you get some of these injuries from the wear and tear and the fatigue of a season. You get it late part of the season. We're just seeing this at the beginning of the season, which is causing some concern for a lot of fans.
I know you've had your fair share of injuries in your career, from your ribs to your shoulder. So what kind of advice can you give to running backs coming back from injuries that could possibly alter the trajectory of their careers? What advice would you give them?
My advice would be, don't come back too soon. A lot of times players, because we want to be out on the field, we want to help our team win, we want to impact the game, we come back too early. I think J.K. Dobbins, on the first injury a year ago, he came back too early, and we could see he was not 100%. And so as a result, you bring more injury or the possibility of more injury on yourself. We see that's happening right now with the quarterback in Cincinnati. He's coming back a little bit too early, and now he's risking further injury. We saw it in New York with Aaron Rodgers. And so you've got to make sure, if you're a running back, that you are ready to take the rigors of that position. And it's 20, 25 carries in the football game. And if you're not physically healthy, it'll take its toll on you.
Before their win in Vegas, Mike Tomlin said the team, he felt like, lost their mojo and needed to get it back. Tomlin never seems to sugarcoat things with his team, which I like and appreciate, or the media. But what do you think makes him a good leader for Pittsburgh in general, for the team?
I think the one thing you just said, he tells it like it is. So if you're a player that's on the fringe of making a football team or struggling, he's going to tell you, but he's not going to tell you what you want to hear. He's going to tell you the truth. He's going to tell you what you need to do to be a better football player and to stay on the football team. And as a football player, that's all you want to hear is the truth. What do I need to do to be the best version of myself? And so he's very matter of fact in how he talks to the team, and they appreciate that and they respond to him.
So would you take Belichick or Tomlin? I had to put you on the spot. Who NFL head coach? If you're picking one, who are you picking?
I would take Tomlin because I know what he's thinking. Whereas Coach Belichick, you have no idea ever what he's thinking. He played very close to the vest.
All right, so when you look back at the Steelers' record over the past 25, 30 years, it's just incredible, I feel like, to see how they had winning seasons over and over again, minus a few blimps here and there. But, you know, that's with different coaches, different quarterbacks, entirely different rosters. What is the secret to this franchise's sustainability?
Well, they believe in drafting the person, not just the football player, but the person. And so as a result of it, you have the right type of temperament, the right type of person on that football team. And now the makeup of the team is such that they believe in each other and they play for each other. And it's not an individualistic type of opportunity. And when you get a team like that, it's easier to coach them, it's easier to work with them, and then they always are going to play better together as a unit.
Hey, sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.